and thank you for tuning in to 1851 Franchises, Young Ones to Watch in Franchising of 2023. Today I'm joined by Lyndsay Wahl, the Corporate and Franchise Support Manager at Vanity Fur Mobile Pet Salon, a franchise brand that provides mobile pet grooming services for cats and dogs. Lyndsay, congratulations on your nomination, and thank you for taking the time to participate in this interview today.
Thank you. I'm super excited to be here.
I'm super excited to have you. Lyndsay, I would love to jump right into the questions if I may.
Yeah.
For starters, can you share a bit about your journey in the franchise industry? What initially drew you to franchising?
Well, I didn't know a lot about franchising until my boss, who's the franchisor of the company, she started talking about it. So, I didn't really know much about it. She started explaining how it works to me. And then I've been to a few conferences, a few broker conferences. I went to IFA, and that's where I really started learning a lot about franchising, and I really just love it. So I didn't really have a clue until maybe a couple years ago until she got into it.
That's so funny. I feel like that's almost how just about everybody falls into franchising, right? You quite literally fall into it. You may not be too familiar with it, but you get sort of enveloped into the industry and it becomes your life, right?
Yeah, I'm very passionate about it. I really like it. I like learning as much as I can about franchising, so it's a lot of fun.
Excellent. What unique approaches or innovations have you brought to your role as the franchise support manager?
I would say probably just my passion for the business itself. I've been here almost 10 years working for Vanity Fur, and I just love the company. I love what we do. I'm very passionate about it, and I just want to be able to spread that all over the US and become a national brand and have Vanity Fur everywhere, because I just safe and comfortable pet grooming is what we're all about, and we really just want to have that everywhere because it's not everywhere right now. The grooming industry isn't really regulated, so we just want to be everywhere so everybody can have the same experience that we give to the pets.
I love that, and your passion really does shine through. Just talking to you, I can tell how passionate you are about the industry. You've been in the space for 10 years, you just mentioned, but what are your aspirations within the franchise world?
I really want to learn as much as I can about franchising. So I've been going to a lot of conferences, went to Springboard this year, went to Fran Camp this year, and just learning as much as I can, growing in the franchise space, just being able to maybe move up the ladder, and just being able to go places and train new franchisees is going to be super exciting. Right now, we only have 2, and they're in Southern California near us, and they were our employees. So, we trained them, but it wasn't the same as training someone that, is brand new, where we get to travel and do it. So I'm very excited about that opportunity too.
Excellent. How do you see the franchise industry evolving? Are there any trends you see on the horizon?
I definitely see pets evolving in the franchise industry. A lot of people aren't having kids anymore; they're having pets. So I definitely think pet care, since COVID, pet care has gone up dramatically because a lot more people have pets now. So I definitely think it's an important thing to be in the pet space in the franchise industry.
I think that is such an informative sort of thing to mention, right? Because you're right. During COVID, a lot more people started adopting pets or getting pets.
Yeah.
And there is such a unique space now for franchising because you've got all sorts of services, right? Grooming, pet cleanup. There's just so many different opportunities one could go into now.
And I just think it's going to blow up even more than it already has, the pet space. So,
oh yeah, absolutely.
I think it's the place to be.
Absolutely. Lyndsay, if you could look back, if you could reflect on, your years of experience now, what advice would you have for your younger self?
I think I would just tell my younger self to stick out my path, because I had no idea this is where I would end up. I started as a groomer when I was 8, working for a big box store, was there for 7 years working for Vanity Fur, got involved in that and had no idea that I was going to turn into franchising and get into this big industry and learn all these new things. So I think I would just tell myself, stick out the path, keep doing what you're doing and it's going to pay off.
It'll all work out in the end, right? I mean, it's one of those things. You fell into the industry, but it worked out for you, and you've developed this passion for what you're doing. And I can't wait to see where your story goes.
Thank you.
But Lyndsay, that is all the time we have for today. I wanted to say thank you again for sharing your story and your insights, and congratulations again on your nomination.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Take care.
You too.